Welcome to the new session of multimedia and front page. The subject code is AOCA 2201. This subject consists of 4 units. The first unit, that is with the multimedia, and the 3 unit for the front page. So let's start with the first unit. So that is about the multimedia. The first unit, that is introduction to multimedia, and that contains the following topics. So in this session I'm going to discuss about the what is multimedia, requirements of multimedia, and features and advantages of multimedia. And in the next session I'm going to discuss about the types of multimedia, types of graphics and image editing, that is 2D and 3D effects. So let's start. So first of all, what is multimedia? So in simple words, I would say multimedia is a combination of 5 elements, that is audio, video, graphic, uh, text and animation. Let's see, the different author gives the different definition regarding the multimedia. Multimedia is use of computer to present and combine the text, graphic, audio and video with links and tools that let the user navigate, interact, create and communicate. Multimedia is a field concerned with the computer controlled integration of text, graphics, drawings, still or moving image, that is called video, animation, audio and any other media where every type of information can be represented, stored, transmitted and processed digitally. So that is a form of multimedia. Multimedia is a form of communication that combines a different content forms such as text, audio, image, animation or video into a single presentation. In contrast to traditional mass media such as printed material or audio recordings. So when there was no existence of multimedia, still the informations reach to the user, right, to the mass, we can say, by the newspaper, magazines or by the televisions and the radio channel. In television also, nowadays television is also use this multimedia elements to spread the information in form of different elements. Television is also displaying the animated movies, the you can say the advertisement and many more things, right, films and many informations. So that is about the multimedia. So basically the media, right, multimedia, I would say the multimedia, that is a combination of two words, right, multi and media. So multi means many and media means the way of communication. So we'll say it's a many ways to communicate, right, to communicate with the people. So that is called multimedia. So the multiple ways are like by text you can communicate with people. By graphic, you can communicate with people. By audio, by video, or by animation, you can communicate with people. You can share your information. You can spread the information, right, largely over the network. So with the help of internet now, uh, there's no limitations of the place, right? From any place, from any time, anywhere, you can share your content. Let's see, the popular example of multimedia include the video podcast, audio, slideshow, animated show, and movie. Right now also I am using multimedia element to give the information about the multimedia. So you can see, I'm presenting the content. So the mediums are using, that is the PowerPoint presentation, so I can use slide transition, the different effects, and with the help of text I can give the information, I can spread the information, right? And since along with the text is not sufficient, so uh, I thought, let's explain the content in detail. So I have added my audio, right? So there's a combination of, let's say, text and audio, right, to give the information to the students. So this is the one medium, and at the end I am just forming this element into the video, and I'll just share the video with you. So in that you will get the text, audio, the video element, and somewhere you will get the image as well, right? And if the animations, uh, yes, in PowerPoint there is a facility to add the basic animation to the different element, so that I can, but right now I have not, right? So that will be also considered as the multimedia. I have used here the multimedia different elements. This definition of multimedia contains the four components essential to the multimedia. The first is there must be the computer to coordinate what you see and hear and to interact with. The second is there must be link that connect the information. The third is there must be navigational tools that let you traverse the web of connected information. And the fourth is finally, because the multimedia is not a spectator sport, there must be way for you to gather, process, and communicate your own information and ideas. If one of this component is missing, you do not have multimedia. Remember these 4 points. Multimedia can be recorded for playback on computers, laptops, smartphones, and other electronic devices, either on demand or in real time, streaming as well. In the early years of multimedia, the term rich media was the synonyms with interactive media, right, where there is only the combinations of text and images. Over the time, the hypermedia extension brought the multimedia to the World Wide Web. So the multimedia with the hypermedia, I mean the hypertext, right? So the multimedia element added to the web page or the website, so that's called the hypermedia. The hypermedia is an extension of the term hypertext, is a non-linear medium of information that includes graphics, audio, video, plain text, and hyperlinks. The requirement of media. Multimedia is used in many ways. So the five basic category I have discussed here, that is the multimedia in business, multimedia in education, multimedia in entertainment, multimedia in home, multimedia in government. So let's see in detail how multimedia use in terms of business. So you can use the multimedia in sales or marketing presentation to make the presentation, the advertisement and all, right, brochures and all, which can be displayed digitally. The trade show, expos, where you can design the banners and all, right, the small demonstration at the trade show or the expo locations, you can say. The staff training applications, so digitally you can give the training to your staff members. The company kiosk, right, it's a you can say the self device, right, so where as per the user input it gives the information. This kiosk you may find at the, I mean, in if I'll say in Gujarat, if you go to the see the bank, the ATM machine, that is the kiosk system. At railway station you just add the details and you'll get the ticket booking, right, and the receipt or the ticket you can generate. You can book your ticket if you go to the bank, right. So nowadays there is a special machine to to print your passbook, your bank transaction statements. So you just have to enter your detail, you have to add your passbook, and that will uh, and on that, in that passbook the statements are going to be print, and you can collect it afterwards. So those device, right, so that is the kiosk. So at company places also, right, the different ways to use those kiosks. The multimedia in education, the teaching and the learning part, then the distance learning, the research activity, as well as and the archiving. Teaching and learning, right now also I am using the multimedia elements to demonstrate you the, I mean, sharing the information. Yes, this is also the part of the distance learning. So at distance learning it will be the most useful application or the tool, you can say, in research activity to demonstrate something, right. For an example, you want to demonstrate the research for the signals, right. Let's say the signals are working on the basis of the traffic flow. If less numbers of vehicles, right, so as per the number of the vehicles, right, the counter of the signal will be reduced, right. So the complete system you can demonstrate with the basic the basic you can say the animations, right, so that easily other can understand your concept, right. Let's say any surgery related animations, right, so you can see all those video on the internet nowadays. The next is entertainment. In the entertainment we saw a different animation movie, the animation related games, the different the highly you can say the different movies and the games, the high quality images are used, right, and the music also. Then home, so at home you can use multimedia, I mean, you can see the multimedia elements, the multimedia applications or use of multimedia at in the television, the satellite TV, the instant messaging, let's say the WhatsApp and all, and the internet. In the government, the information chaos, the smart cards, and the securities, right? At the BRTS bus stand, also the smart cards devices. Just you have to show your card, and that will open the uh, that carrier to you. I mean, you can enter into the station, right? So that will, I mean, by just swapping your card, that will cut the balance from that card, and you can go for your journey through the BRTS. So all those are the examples of multimedia, right? We can say we people are using a multimedia uh, every day, right? Whether we are connected with the business or the education or the entertainment, home, or related with the government activities. Again, these are the basic needs and the requirements. The multimedia has improved our life in many ways. Firstly, multimedia is used as a common source of reference to just spreading the information. The encyclopedia directories, right? When there is no term of the digital, so we have the dictionary at our home, right? So now we don't require that, because everything we ask to the Google, right? We know the encyclopedia, right? You can search the different varieties of informations. So all those dictionary convert digitally, right? So that is also a part of multimedia. So encyclopedia, directories, dictionaries, electronic books, we can say the Wikipedia, are among a common multimedia references. So that is the first most example where multimedia has been used. Multimedia is also used in education and training. Learning has become more interesting and effective with the educational programs such as entertainment, that combination of education and entertainment. So just to explain something, or just I mean, rather to explain something, if I'll give you some demonstration or some video through the animation, so that will gives you much more understanding about that concept. Besides that, the multimedia is greatly used in the entertainment industry. This industry produce the computer games, develop the animations or special effects for the cartoons and movies. Multimedia applications are also widely used in scientific research. For example, from research, the new findings can help the researcher to improve the condition of sick people. Let's see the advantages of multimedia. N number of advantages of multimedia, but I have added a few major points. Let's see one by one. This is the very user friendly tool. It does not need the number of energy users. In this sense, you can sit down and just watch the demo to get the information, right? uh, you can read the text or hear the sound or watch the movie to get the information. So that's it. No use of your energy. It is a multi-sensory. It uses the sense of many users while use the multimedia such as hearing, see, or talk, right? So it's a sensible. Uh, the virtual reality, you can say the 4D, 5D, right, animations, all those are the part of the multimedia. Now 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, right? So 2D is like the graphic, the image that is with the height related to height and the width, two coordinates. The 3D, then the depth comes into the picture, that is the third. So x, y, and z, for the depth, x and y, that is for height and width. The 4D, 5D, and nowadays 6D is also available. So all those are related with the feel, the different sense, right? So let's say the multimedia tool, uh, I mean, if you hear about the virtual reality, so in that I mean, right now it's available in you can find that the good you can say the game zone, where you have to, let's say, sit into the basic car, right? The car model, not the actual car, but those that object that design like a car. So you have to sit into that, and they ask you to just wear the specs, so that through that specs you can see the image, right? So they just show you like that you are really, I mean, in the right, actually you are sitting in the, let's for example, let's say you are sitting in, I mean, you are in the mall, and in the mall there's one section for the game zone, and you are inside that car, you are sitting inside that car. So actually that car won't move, but through that spectacles they just give you the view that your car is moving. So they just shake as per the different motion of the picture, right? So that the your car is moving and it suddenly met with an accident. So in your car, in that object, right, they gives you a slight jerk so that you can feel that accident sense, right? So by watching that image you can imagine that you are really sitting in the car, right? And you are traveling through that car and you met with an accident. So that is what the example of the virtual reality, the 4D, 5D, right, and the 6D senses. The special 4D, 5D, 6D theaters are available nowadays. So in that, let's say the different example I will give you, the example is like थिएटर में बैठ के आपको आप सिर्फ सीट पे बैठे हो, आपको स्पेक्स पहनाए गए हैं, एंड आप बड़े से स्क्रीन के ऊपर देख रहे हो कि आप कोई रोलर कोस्टर में बैठे हो, एंड रोलर कोस्टर हियर एंड देयर, अप एंड डाउन, लेफ्ट एंड राइट मूव हो रहा है, एंड साथ में सिर्फ आपकी चेयर मूव हो रही है, राइट, लेफ्ट एंड राइट, स्लाइटली अप एंड डाउन। एंड अगर उसके साथ थोड़ा फील सेंस करवाए, तो अगर लेट्स से आपका रोलर कोस्टर पानी में से मूव हो रहा है, राइट, सो आपके सीट के साइड्स हैंडल से थोड़ा बहुत पानी आपके ऊपर स्प्रिंकल करेंगे। अगर कोई आग वाला कोई इमेज या सीन आपको दिखा रहे हैं कि वहाँ से आप पास हो रहे हो, तो आपके वहाँ पे आपके चेयर के आसपास ऐसे सेंसर्स लगाए होंगे जिसके थ्रू आपको हीट फील करवाया जाएगा, ऐसे गर्म एयर आपके ऊपर पास की जाएगी, सो दैट आपको वो थोड़ा फील हो, राइट। कुछ स्नोफॉल हो रहा है तो ठंडी हवा स्प्रेड करेंगे, राइट। सो इट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ द मल्टी सेंसरी elements, right? So that is the 6D motions, and that is also the part of the multimedia, राइट। सो जिसके थ्रू आपको एंटरटेनमेंट दिया जाता है, राइट, आपको फील करवाया जाता है, एंड थोड़े टाइम के लिए आप सब कुछ भूल जाते हो, एंड आप एक यू कैन से इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड के अंदर चले जाते हो कि आप वहाँ पे फील करके आए हो। आप एक्चुअली हिमालय पे हो नहीं, बट आपको लेट्स से आप हिमालय पे हो, ऐसा पूरा सीन क्रिएट किया जाता है, आपको फील दिया जाता है कि एक्चुअली यू आर स्टैंडिंग over there. So that is what the virtual reality. It is a comprehensive, the next advantage, that is it is comprehensive and interactive through different media in the process of digital integration. It is flexible digitization. This media can easily be changed to adapt to different situations and audience. It The creative industry, the next is, it can be used for variety of a audience, the ranging from one person to the whole group. The creative industry use the multimedia as to add the creativity, including advertising, media, news. They use multimedia fun and interactive way to express their thoughts. The latest development in enterprise, the technology and the multimedia environment has made it possible for entrepreneurs to come up with attractive company websites or the presentations, right? So those two are the important element for the entrepreneurs, including the information about their products and services to the interpretation of text, audio and video. The marketing, the construction in the site, text, image, video shows the general idea of product is very popular. To explain the link with media, social networking sites, or to promote our ideas in inevitable way. The telecommunication industry today, everyone is clear multimedia messaging services, that is MMS. This service makes it possible to audio video content from one mobile to other mobile and send the text messages. Nowadays we have the WhatsApp and share chat and many more things. It can be seen in entertainment. The multimedia use one with the latest technology, the research and inventions. The annual multimedia range has been expanded. We like to see the 3D movie in cinema theater and on television, but just now I have discussed it is not limited to 3D, it extended to 4D, 5D, up to 6D. And enjoy the movie, special effect would not have been no media possible. The running on the multimedia platform for the video games, the multimedia range is the frequent introduction of a wide range of new video game every other day, राइट सो जब पुराने वीडियो गेम्स थे सो हमें एक डिवाइस दिया जाता था जो अपने टेलीविज़न के साथ कनेक्ट किए जाते थे एंड वो डिवाइस के साथ दो रिमोट कंट्रोल दिए कनेक्ट करने होते थे वायर थ्रू एंड वो रिमोट कंट्रोल में जो भी बटन है वही बटन थ्रू हम नेविगेट करके वीडियो गेम खेल सकते थे बट नाउ डेज मल्टीमीडिया जब मार्केट में आया राइट सो कंप्लीट उसकी डेफिनेशन वीडियो गेम की डेफिनेशन चेंज हो गई so it's just connect with your smart TV and you have to just wear the band or let's say like a basic element right so वहाँ पे आपको एक बैंड पहनना है राइट सो आप अपने पार्टनर के साथ लाइक बॉक्सिंग कर रहे हो सो यू हैव टू डू एक्चुअली द बॉक्सिंग not I mean in the real world but you have to just move your hand like that कि आप रियली में बॉक्सिंग कर रहे हो आप अगर थ्रो भी कर रहे हो सो आप जितने फोर्स से थ्रो और जंप करोगे थ्रो करोगे उस हिसाब से आपके एलिमेंट्स भी मूव होंगे वीडियो गेम के एलिमेंट्स सो वीडियो गेम की डेफिनेशन भी मल्टीमीडिया की हेल्प से कंप्लीट चेंज हो गई है राइट so that is now there's no remote control so that's all about it in the next session I am going to discuss about the types of media the different types of graphics and the effects so in this session I hope you clear with the concept of the multimedia in this session I have discussed about what is multimedia what is requirements and the needs of multimedia and the advantages of multimedia. Thanks for watching my video. We'll meet soon in the next session.